Well, hello and welcome. Welcome to Tea with the Druid, number 313. This is Philip Cargom, and Tea with the Druid is brought to you by the Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids. It's lovely to be with you again. Another week has rolled around, and it's a pleasure to sense being in the company of those with like mind. And so as we gather together in the circle, for those of you who haven't been here, and also if you're watching the recording, by the way, welcome too. And for those of you who haven't experienced a tea with a druid, we talk for about half the time, 15 minutes or so, do a meditation for 15 minutes or so, 10 minutes, and come into a circle together. And I'm seeing lots of messages from lots of people. Hello from Bromley, Tunbridge, Bedfordshire, Lincolnshire, Washington State, the Netherlands, South Lincolnshire, Portland, Oregon, New York, Mexico, fantastic, Staffordshire, Leiden in the Netherlands, Great Bookham in Surrey, dull and windy Crouch End, Las Vegas, Cairnau, Oklahoma, Palafrugell, I wonder where Palafrugell is. Chico, California, Oklahoma, Italy. Fantastic. Lovely to see everybody. Bewdley in Worcestershire and Sheffield in Surrey. Sheffield in SY, wherever that is. Yes, how lovely to be with you. And as more people gather in the circle, let's just start to tune in to just how we're feeling, really. Just as it's a lovely way to tune into the space, is to actually open to a sense of how we're feeling. And let's do two things today. Let's see if a word bubbles up that describes how you're feeling, but also sense a color. Just what is the first color that springs to mind and that you perhaps sense in your aura, on the field around you? What color and what feeling? There may be an obvious link between the two, or maybe not. There's just a feeling and a color. And then just type them in, and then we'll get a sense for the mandala that we're forming. Green, restless yellow, a good day, feeling confident. Orange, neutral, calm. Anxious, oh, this goes so fast. Grey, cold, gold, centered and indigo blue. Purple, wonder. Green, lonely, blue. Feeling accomplished, teal coloured. Tired and puce. Content, violet. Light blue and feeling great. Excitable, orange and purple. Light blue, old blue. Content, gold. True blue. Purple and the amber, dark green and calm, a little sad and missing a friend, deep sea blue, orange, weary, dark maroon, color red, raging today. Oh, sorry, it's going so quickly. Green, I've never seen the messages fly so fast. All the colors of the rainbow, feeling turgid, not sure what it means, but that's it. Color, lovely light blue. Green and relaxed, rose pink and loving, content, red, pink and orange, excited, soft, tired, moonstone. Green, a yellow rose in my garden has been very gentle and warm this week. Cross after a mistake at work, blue, as I now feel fed up with it all. Indigo, quite a lot of blues around. Yellow and relaxed, pride, heart, rainbow, filly. Calm, pale green. Isn't that's fantastic? This is great. And if you could imagine us now, a little fun exercise of the imagination. Imagine we're sitting, there are 228 of us at the moment, sitting in a circle together in this virtual sacred grove. And we're all these different colors. There's this wonderful kind of color display around us. But of course, it's changing because we're alive. The colors are moving and changing. Pillow turquoise hot chocolate. Oh, I know. This is my grandson who is playing around with me. He said he was going to, the cheeky monkey. Um, green in green Iowa. Headache color. Ooh, I wonder what color that is. Heartache, dark silver. It's interesting, isn't it? How colors and emotions. And of course, colors are used to describe emotions, aren't they? In traditional language, green with envy and blue with sadness, and so on. So, okay, yellow, tired but happy to be here. Okay, so now I'm going to invite you just to open up to the sense of us being all here together. Because what happens is we go through the week with so many things happening, so many things demanding our attention, that this time with Tea with a Druid is a time where we're invited to slow down, to connect in with ourselves, which is why I invite you to say how you're feeling, so you can kind of come back to yourself, because there's a way in which when we're very busy, we're going through life, we tend to sort of project ourselves outwards. So we go out into the world, and that's fine, of course, but we have to balance that with coming back, coming home to ourselves. I remember when I trained in being a yoga nidra teacher, there was a phrase that our teacher Uma used a lot, which was coming home to yourself. That's a lovely phrase, I think, the idea of coming home to yourself. And it evokes all those feelings of getting home after you've been traveling a lot, and you come back to the sort of the hearth, really, the warmth of hearth and home. And there's a little short poem by Martha Postlethwaite that I'd like to read to you that makes me think of this coming home and of this forest clearing that we're sitting in our imaginations today. It's called The Clearing. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize it and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worthy of rescue. I might say that again in our meditation. It has so much in the simplicity of that poem about creating a clearing in the dense forest of our lives, about not trying to move prematurely, of not feeling you have to act until before you are ready, of not feeling you have to make the great gesture to save the world because there's so much suffering around us, but instead having the patience to wait until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands. That's Martha Postlethwaite. Somebody's asking that. I'll paste the name of this poem in here. There we go. So there's this idea that cupped hands is very beautiful because you have the image, the idea of the chalice, receptivity, and the song that is your life. That's why often in talking about what it means to become a bard, in following the teachings of Bardo, Veda, and Druid, often we talk about opening to the song that your soul is trying to sing. It's as if there's a way in which we can characterize the creative yearning as the desire of the self to sing its song in the world. And of course, that doesn't necessarily mean literally at all. It may not be song at all. It may be something completely different, but it's a good image. It's immediately kind of understandable, I think. It's Emerson who uses it, where he talks about how most men go to the grave without having sung the song that is inside them out loud, something like that. So there's all the kind of resonance and power of that image of the song that is your life, and it falling into your own cupped hands, that posture, if you like, of surrender, the way we have to juggle. Really, it's quite a task in some ways, that is demanded of us in the spiritual life. To on the one whole, to be active, to be decisive, to be clear, to um, kind of make decisions and choose a direction and so on, and to actively pursue practices. So there's plenty of things for the will to do, if you like. But we're also urged to surrender, to let go, to open up, to wait. These two apparently different dynamics that we're being urged towards. But of course, once you understand that it's about the chalice and the blade, Excalibur and the Grail, yin and yang, you realize that this is at the heart of so many spiritual teachings: Tantra, alchemy, um, more, I'm sure, the Kabbalah, and so on. And Taoism, of course. Once we realize that, we can allow this work to take place and to somehow know when to surrender and know when to be active. And then it goes on, it says, falls into your cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. And that's another experience that I guess a lot of us will be familiar with, which is the experience of recognition. That's one of the lovely things about joining a spiritual group. You recognize people. I remember the most striking experience in my relationship with Stephanie was, when we were 16 and we saw each other and we recognized each other. There was just that, oh, it's you, just a recognition. And that level of recognition can occur amongst friends, and when we're coming into a spiritual teaching, if it's our thing, if we're kind of vibrating in that way, it's for us, then often we can have that experience too of this feeling of recognition. But it can happen not only interpersonally, but intrapersonally within us as well. When an idea's time has come and it drops like a ripe fruit into our consciousness, then there can be a feeling of recognition. That feels right. In a way, intuition works to some extent with this process of recognition, doesn't it? You kind of know, you recognize ideas, thoughts, situations, and so on. So I got distracted by reading all the interesting comments. Sylvia saying it is the song of your soul, it is the song of your spirit and the song of the land of your birth. I have heard this harmonic. That's lovely. So there's this thing of recognizing it and greeting it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world, so worthy of rescue. So maybe let's drop into a meditation now. Let's do that. So we've set the scene. We're in the forest clearing. And at the same time, we're sitting in front of our screen. So let's just become aware of being seated in front of the screen. The walls around you, the floor beneath you, and the ceiling above you. And then you take in a big deep breath into the belly, hold for a second, and then breathe out fully and deeply. One more time. And as you breathe out, your sense of the walls and the floor and the ceiling begin to gently fade as you find yourself in the forest clearing in the sacred grove of the Druids. There's a small fire burning in the center of the clearing, and there are friends and colleagues, companions who have gathered in a circle, and you find your place in the circle and you sit down on the ground if you're not already sitting and just tune into the earth. As you tune into the earth, you can feel the rhythm of your consciousness slowing down. And you start to breathe with the earth. Breathing in the aroma of the earth, the healing energies of the earth. Breathing out and dropping down in your awareness into the earth. Breathing in the healing energy, dropping down in your awareness into the earth. And there's a way in which you can have this awareness of the earth that stretches out beneath you, sensing all the creatures in the earth, all this life in the earth, all the microorganisms, all the I always forget the word for this, all the little connections between the roots and the fungi, the moist soil, the water in the earth. And you sense the roots of the trees now, your brothers and sisters, the trees around you, anchored deep in the earth. And you sense what stability this brings not only to the trees, but also to the earth herself and to you. Anchored in the earth, drawing the energy up the trunk of your body, just as the energy flows up the trunk of the tree. Sensing the power in your verticality. Sensing how being upright is like being a tree. There's a special magic to being upright, rooted in the earth, head directed into the heavens, the trunk of your body strong and upright, the energy flowing up and down this trunk, the heart opening, knowing it is strong and it is protected. Becoming aware now of the branches and leaves, sensing the sunlight on the leaves, the moisture of the rain, the caress of moonlight and starlight. All these different lights sensed by every single one of your leaves, nourishing you, bringing you energy. And you breathe in the energy of the sky now. The energy of the sky flows down into your being, meeting the energy of the earth within the very center of yourself. And as you focus on your breathing, you know that there's nothing you need to do. Just relaxing into the breath, following it as it flows in and flows out of you. The magic of life is happening with no effort on your part. You can just enjoy it. And in this state of relaxation and of openness, just breathing in and breathing out, you can become aware, if you like, of being seated in the sacred grove, enjoying the companionship, the bathing in the field of color and light that we all bring to this circle, and enjoying a moment of Eisteddfod when we listen to, in this case, poetry. The Clearing by Martha Postlethwaite. Do not try to save the whole world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world, so worthy of rescue. And as your mind is drawn to the idea of the world itself, imagine that your hands are drifting down to touch this world. Sense the palms of your hand on the world, on the earth. I am touching this world with my love. I am touching the world with care. May all life on earth be preserved and protected. May the forests and rivers be preserved and protected. May the sea, may the climate, may all the animals and creatures, may the human beings be protected. May all life be blessed. May peace prevail on earth. Imagine your hands drifting up now and taking the hands of those seated to either side of you. Notice how it feels as you remain centered and unique in yourself, balanced, seated here in the clearing, yet also connected to the whole, yet also affirming community and solidarity by holding the hands of those to either side of you. And you feel the energy of the whole circle now. May this energy of harmony and stability, of strength and calm, spread from this circle. May the land be blessed. May our lives be blessed. May all life be blessed. Squeeze gently the hand to either side, and then let your palms drift towards your heart, and hold your palms over your heart. As you do this, you might like to move your physical hands over your heart as well. So you start to feel the warmth in your heart. As you do this, you feel the calming, invigorating, vitalizing feelings from this meditation remaining in your body. settling and calming your body, so that gradually your awareness of the sacred grove begins to fade as you become aware of being seated, the four walls around you, the floor beneath you, and the ceiling above you, and your screen in front of you. Feeling fully present here and now. When you feel ready, you stretch your fingers and toes, and you open your eyes. So, thank you. Thank you for being here this evening. It's been really good to be with you, and it's lovely to read your comments. And if you have access to the Druid Hearth, do go over to the Druid Hearth. I'll be with you there in a few minutes. And Katie's saying, has anyone's colour changed now? Yes, that's an interesting question, Katie. Yeah, just check in with yourself, see if it's changed. And in the meanwhile, much love and many, many blessings. And see you all next week. Okay, and I look forward to reading your comments. Thank you. Okay, bye.